Hey guys, this is Shrikant. This is our third episode of Crictalk with Shri, and today's guest is our own Adil Bhatti. Hey, buddy.
Hey Shri, how are you?
Good man. How are you? It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while. Yes, I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm glad
I
cricket
see.
has
I
started,
see
so
that.
I'm
I
doing
see
well.
that you guys are back to cricket.
Yes, finally. I'm thankful some cricket is going on. So very happy to be playing weekly now, regularly. So very nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can see. I can see that cricket charm in your face back on you.
Oh man, we all need it. I'm sure because it's just not me. I think everybody kind of is like hungry
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
But how is this? Just let me tell me something. How is this new format going to work out? I know because everybody's trying to do social distancing and stuff, right? So how's cricket in general going to work out with all these circumstances?
Yeah, so the challenge is definitely there for the leagues to organize and try to get everybody involved. And the challenge is also there in terms of finding fields or getting permit for the fields. And at the moment, only Fairfax Field and the DCL ground is available. So I mean, that's you only have two ground, or you have one ground actually that
Yeah,
belongs to the Washington Cricket League. So what are you
yeah,
going to do? How are you going to accommodate three divisions? And I think that's a huge challenge, and that's a big response burden on these guys,
yeah,
AP and the team. So it's going to be
yeah.
tough, but I think I'm glad they got something started, and
Mm,
now in this tournament, number of teams can now are taking part, so they can all
yeah,
kind of, and then I think and each roster can be as big as they want.
right,
25
right,
to 30 players. So I think other
right.
teams can
Ready.
just literally ask whoever they want in their teams, literally.
Yeah,
I think that sort of flexibility is there.
that's good. That's good. Yeah, I've seen a lot of teams register, and I think people who have not played in the DCL ground before,
Yeah.
it's a new experience for them. I mean, you've already been playing there for a while, so
Yeah.
that's good for you.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. So, Adil, I don't know if you've seen our talk show much. So, this is our third episode,
Okay.
and thanks for being a guest on it. And
Sure.
the way we do it is we start off with some general questions with you, go into some of your stats, and then end up with a rapid fire and stuff like that. So, we just try to have fun.
Sure.
Nothing, no controversies here, right? So, if there's anything
Cool.
you want to, if there's any question you think you want to skip, you can
Yeah.
just let us know that can I skip this? You don't want to be in a really awkward situation, right?
All
So,
right. Understood.
all right. So as we always do, where's Adil from? I mean, where did it all start, and where are you from, Adil?
So in Pakistan, obviously for Pakistan, there's a small town near the city of Faisalabad. It's called Khorenwala.
Okay,
I grew up there, and then just played my going up cricket there up until at the age of 14.
okay,
And no hardball. I think I might have played one or two hardballs from come to think of it, but really nothing. Just all table ball cricket, just with
okay.
friends on the streets. And that's all I remember. It was just that kind of cricket. I mean, I loved it. I remember it would be hot, and I'm just literally outside
Yeah,
the whole day, skipping school, skipping classes.
yeah, yeah.
Just cricket, cricket, cricket. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. Awesome, awesome. And
That, that
and
that's sort of the growing up. Yeah, and, back in the days. Yeah.
when did you actually come here, Adil?
2000.
Oh, in 2000. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm guessing since you've not played any hardball back in Pakistan, um, how was your early experience like moving from table ball into hardball cricket?
First of all, by the way, I think growing up, I used to watch TV, and then I remember, kind of seeing the camps under 15. And so I really, really wanted to be part of that. I really wanted to so badly. It
Yeah,
just unfortunately things didn't work out at that time. But yeah, when I moved here, obviously I went straight to high school and just picked up basketball.
mm,
And just like as you see me making time training and working out for cricket, that's what I was doing for basketball.
yeah,
I literally fell in love with basketball. I was like, oh, you know what, I can go play maybe for my high school. I tried out for
yeah,
my high school. I didn't make my high school team. And then I was like, I had this urge. I'm like, you know what? I want to try out for Montgomery College because I went to Montgomery College. It's a community college in
Yeah.
Rockville.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I want to try out. I think, and I was quite good by the. I was not that bad. I was
Yeah.
quite good. I was really athletic, and I was playing everywhere, all neighborhoods, all these indoor places, um,
Yeah.
just literally, every day, and I got quite good at it. So, but funny thing, it just, I was working over the weekends at that time in my high school days. I don't think a lot of people know this. And it's just that I'm like, you know what? How am I gonna make all this work out if I try out and they're gonna have practice sessions during the weekdays and then they'll have games and then might be traveling and all that. And when that thought came into me, I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna work out with me.
Yeah.
So I just kind of dropped that idea, and then I think I met a few guys who I'm really close friends with. I met them, and then just this. Then I came across cricket again. Then I
Yeah.
started tape ball first, and
Yeah.
then when I made a few contacts, then from there on, it was all hardball cricket.
So, and I think Pakistan, table ball is like really big and people, have like big tournaments out there. But
Yeah,
here, I don't see like table ball tournaments like, I mean, at least in the DMV area, right? Maybe in other states there are indoor stuff. But here, I think it's mostly parking lot table ball. Is that right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That is right. I mean, there are guys who really play a lot of table in actually in Virginia.
Yeah.
Shark and all those guys, they play
Yeah.
really, especially at night.
Yeah.
And I've taken part in one or two tournaments over there.
Yeah.
But when I started hardball cricket, I didn't enjoy table cricket. Table is just I do it for fun, not to really compete.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but I think some of these, I mean, Baltimore guys like Usman and Asif Bhai and all
Yeah.
those guys, Shami and them, they play table a
Yeah.
lot, and they even go to actually New York to play at some tournaments. I think they've been doing that in the recent times, but
Nice.
not as crazy as much as that as it happens back home. But yeah,
So when did you start playing in WCL?
so yeah, so I met Kamran there, who's
Mm.
both of us when we met in high school, we became friends. We started playing table. Then from there on, he knew a few people who were playing in the Star, who were
Mm-hmm.
part of Star, and I'm sure you remember Haroon,
Yeah. Yeah.
who actually was playing for Star too, and I met him as well.
Yeah.
And from through him, I met the other guys who were running the club at that time, and I'm like, you know what, I'll
Yeah.
give it a try. And there was recently I posted a picture actually.
Yeah.
There was one
I saw
picture.
that.
Yeah, that was like really, really, literally my probably first or second game in WCL. That
2005.
I think it was, yeah, 2005. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
those days when you were like that
I,
skinny.
I was skinny, yeah, skinny guy, long hair, fast bowler, and I don't know how
Yeah.
to bat. Literally didn't know how to
Now,
bat.
I was going to ask you. So when you actually got started playing WCL, you basically came in as a bowler
Yeah.
rather than an all-rounder, right? You're
Yeah,
not
no.
more of the batsman. You're more.
No, in SAR, yeah, I used to. Uh, I think at times I remember opening the bowling, or if not, the first change definitely.
Yeah.
But batting wise, I was number 8, 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then, but quickly that changed quickly. Actually, they gave me an opportunity to bat up the order very
Hmm.
after maybe a few games, and they could tell that I can hit the ball. At that time. So from
Yeah.
there on, it just, yeah. Then I was like, oh, you know what? I want to bat. I would love to bat if I can get better at it. So it just worked out from there on. Just I started looking into batting more and more.
Yeah. How many teams did you play in WCL, Adil?
So Star was the first one. And at that time there were two divisions. So I joined Stars right after. Anubhai had reached out to me. I believe 2 years.
Yeah.
Then I joined Bengals.
Yeah.
I was with Bengals for a couple of years. I had a great time
Yeah.
there. Learned so much. Um, and then I joined Boyd's. So those are the three teams:
Yeah.
Stars, Bengals, and then
And boy.
Boyd's. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I mean, and that's WCL, but overall, how many leagues did you play in USA? I know you go to different states, right?
Oh my God. There's so many leagues. So first, I think I started closer by. I remember in the early days playing in Delaware, playing in
Yeah.
Philadelphia. So cricket leagues there, and
Yeah.
and and definitely New Jersey. New Jersey has been one of the leagues where I've been going a lot every season because it's good cricket there. And then from there on, Houston. Obviously, I go to Houston quite a lot. Florida, I went to Florida so much to play so
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
tournaments.
Yeah.
And then New York. Um, um, those would be some leagues that I kind of regularly played in those areas. But
Yeah.
other states, I used to go and play tournaments. Yeah.
So how did your association with the college cricket happen? Like I know you went to Montgomery and you would play a lot of college cricket back in Florida.
Yeah, we did that for a
Tell us
couple of years. Yeah, so when I was attending Montgomery College, we came across one of my friends from Elite, Suchit. He came
yeah,
across that Lloyd Joda was organizing the first American College Cricket tournament,
yeah,
and we were like, oh yeah, that's a great opportunity. Let's put a team together. And we had just recently, all of us, Wali, myself, Ankit,
yeah,
Kamran, Sadek, we
yeah,
had just kind of we were just we had just had met like a year 2 years and then we had started playing together, so we like, you know what, we can go and play and enjoy, have a good time over there and maybe win. So I led the team that year. I was the captain. It was great trip. We made so many memories, and then obviously we won the tournament as well.
yeah.
uh, yeah, and that was like, yeah, that was amazing. And then we went after a couple of years after as well. Every year it was just every year it was good trip, good cricket, good weather.
So when did this fitness thing come into your regimen? Because I know during that time you were still skinny, and then
Yeah.
uh, probably might have watched games where most some of our WCL players were playing for USA,
Yeah.
right?
So this is where I because so this whole thing came with actually playing basketball. So I used to play so much basketball, and basketball, yes, you're just running up down the court so much. Your fitness has to be up. It just, I think from there on it just kind of started where I'm like, you know what, and it got me fitter as well. Okay, but I was not fit to a point where I can say I can go play for USA Cricket, and then and at the end of the day, play so many games and be okay with it physically. That just came later on. Playing in the WCF for so many years, I'm like, you know what, to play at that level, it's a different sort of fitness required. I can't just be like, you know what, I'm a young guy, I'm gonna be okay. I'm not gonna stretch. I'm not gonna recover. I'm just gonna play games and I'm just gonna be okay. No, that whole mindset changed when I'm like, you know what? It's a different ball game playing at that level, and that's what I try to tell these young guys. I'm like, listen, anytime you're competing and you're competing, it takes a lot out of you. You have to understand yourself. You have to understand your body, okay, and figure out what is bothering you at one point,
Yeah,
and then how can you straighten all that. And I've learned that, and I love it. I enjoy doing these drills, whether it's in the gym or
yeah,
outside or door, just to better myself, just to stay healthy, stay fit. And I've been playing so much cricket. I mean, every weekend I'm playing 3, 4, 5 games, and I've done that over the years. And thankfully, thanks to God that I've been injury free. I mean, injuries can happen really
yeah,
fast, but
yeah,
this is where you have to realize that, hey, all of these smaller things that you're gonna do off the field before you come to a game, they're very very important, and they can be, because nobody really wants to get injured. Okay, and
yeah.
when you get injured, you just like, you literally just so disappointed, and you like hate yourself. You're like, oh man, I want to be out there playing. I don't want to be just not the guy playing. And a lot of the
I
guys
was
do go
actually
through that.
You actually answered one of my questions. I was going to ask you. You played so many leagues.
Yeah,
Injuries normally tend to happen because you're playing on different surfaces.
yeah,
Hardball, hard tennis, etc.
yeah.
Any major injuries so far? No.
Oh no, alhamdulillah,
Yeah,
no. I'm telling you, it's been a blessing, and the thing
yeah,
is, a lot of the you have to look after yourself. I mean, I think
yeah,
this is where guys just don't really do that at the club level, and you have to do that. We want to be, and I think if you do that, it just gives you an extra edge compared to who you may be competing at the local level. But I hope guys start to do that because it really helps in the long
yeah.
term. Yeah,
So I know we just spoke about multiple leagues you played, right? So
yeah.
let's see. I'll let you pick the top three leagues out of all of those.
Okay, top three leagues. Washington Cricket League, Okay, that's one. Houston Cricket League, and then I'm gonna say New Jersey Cricket League.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
those
Okay.
three. They're very competitive, and a lot of good players playing in all of these three leagues. So
Yeah.
it's good cricket. Yeah.
Okay. So here's where we go a little bit into our stats section, right? So I know you do keep track of some of your stats here and there.
Yes.
Maybe not like Pranay does, but you do
Yeah.
that. So here's it. So tell us if you remember your best bowling figures in all the leagues.
In all the leagues, I think my best bowling figure would be in WNCB.
Yeah.
Um, I had taken 7 wickets.
Seven.
Um, and I don't remember maybe 6 overs or 6 overs maybe.
7 for
Yes.
20 or something.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
best that I remember. Yes. Is
Okay.
that
So yeah, that's right. That's right.
okay?
I know
Okay.
seven for 20, but I
Okay.
didn't know which league it was.
Yeah,
So
it was the WMC. Yeah.
so what was your top score or all leagues?
Total score or like in one single game?
Uh, highest in your score, highest score.
Okay. In one game or
One
okay,
game.
one game. I mean, that was 2 years back in Division One, T20, 180, 190, 189 or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. One
yeah,
nine.
yeah. I
Yeah.
feel bad for those guys.
And do you actually remember in WCL how many total runs you have?
I do.
Eh,
4,800, approximately 4,800.
Did you cross the 5,000?
I think I'm almost there, or I crossed it. I'm not sure. You
Yeah,
can probably correct me.
yeah. You're about 20 runs short.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So let's see now if you remember something on the other side of the hardball, hard
Okay.
tennis. I know you played WMCL, PCL, and I think some couple of leagues in Maryland, right?
Yeah,
MCPL and stuff.
yeah.
So how did that transition happen? I know it's a tape ball, leather ball, and now hard tennis. How did that transition?
Let me just confess something. I remember when we would play hardball and these guys would be using the cricket field in the morning. They'll be playing, and I used to
Yeah,
hate these guys. I mean, why are
yeah,
they
yeah,
using
yeah,
the field and why are they playing early in the morning? And it's
yeah,
hard tennis. Who plays hard tennis? But then when I got approached by, I think the first league I think I played was MCPL with Infinite
yeah,
Eagles. So when I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. And
yeah,
then it worked out because it would be in the morning, and then the hardball game would be after that. And then when I played it, I'm like, oh, you know what? I like it. I mean, I really don't have to bring my whole kit into it. And, it's just like going in, batting. There's nothing really special that you need to do. And, it just came kind of easy to me, I feel like.
yeah,
And I enjoyed it actually. I enjoyed it. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, well, you know what? In terms of, and I started to actually use the hard tennis to improve my batting
yeah,
because it required you to hit the ball. It doesn't require you to hit the ball along the ground because you cannot just hit sixes all the time.
that's right.
Okay, even
That's
if
right.
you premeditate, you're still not going to be able to hit it. As many as you like. Okay, so and I learned that I'm like, you know what? It's so the yeah, and then playing scoop shots, reverse sweep, paddling. Honestly
Yeah,
speaking, because obviously I wasn't really afraid of getting hit. There's no leg before. I started doing all these kind of things in hard tennis, and then that I transitioned that into hardball. And then I'm like, you know what? I can now that I feel like I'm comfortable, pedaling, I'm comfortable sweeping, or I'm comfortable reverse sweeping the ball. You know what?
yeah,
I can maybe even try that in hardball. And quite honestly, it worked out. And I'm doing it as I'm playing hard tennis and whatnot, and it's giving me a good confidence. So in terms of my batting, it actually I use it to my advantage, and it has helped me and improve my batting too, to keep the group to
so
hit the ball on the ground. Yeah.
4 leagues, restricted to 4 leagues in hard tennis,
Yeah. Yes.
or did you add LCCL
Oh
also?
yeah. So wait, I'm CPL, 2, 3. Is that? I think that's my fourth, if not fifth.
Fourth.
Fourth, yeah, that's my fourth. Yeah. So yeah, I did, and by the way, these guys have really good grounds, man.
Yeah.
The grounds in
So
Loudoun County are like really nice.
they're really, really nice. Good facilities, good
Yeah.
grounds, well maintained. So let me ask you this. I know a lot of our WCL folks come in and play hard tennis, and they go back. They play morning games and they go back play hardball, right? What is the major adjustment you have to make when you play one game with the hard tennis in the morning? Go back to play, um, you know, our WCL 40-over game. I know
Yeah.
it's different, right? The bounce is different.
Yeah.
Um, what adjustment do you guys have to make?
And for me, not as much, I would say. Yes, the bats are slightly different, the ball is different, and all that. But in terms of oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
The only thing is, I think maybe in bowling, because in hard tennis, I think the fuller you bowl, sometimes that works out better. But in
yeah.
hardball, obviously, you cannot just go and start bowling full because that it can go really against you. So, but that would be one adjustment in terms of bowling, that pulling the
Yeah.
length back. Batting wise, I would love to just play the way I play hard tennis. Just keep the
Yeah.
ball on the ground as much as I can, and then just and get really comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. So now just shifting back to WCL, right? So
Okay.
let's give you a set of perspective questions. This
Okay.
is just straight to the question, right? So we don't want any reasoning behind your answer. Who are your top five all-time batsmen in WCL?
Top
Just
all
names,
time.
no reasoning.
Wow. Top all time. Um. Hmm. Oh man. I'll put Juicy definitely. Top all time. My gosh. Juicy definitely one. I'll put Nasir Islam as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. I'll put him up there. Oh man, there's
You don't have to take folks who are playing currently because there's another question for that. This is all time. So since whenever you started playing, right? 2005,
yeah,
six. From
yeah,
then to
yeah. So okay, Juicy, Nasir by Roshan by um oh man. I don't know the other two. I don't have that. Sorry, I don't. Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah.
Then let's say top five WCL right now.
Top five that we see right now. Okay, I mean Juicy is still there. That guy still there. I'll put Gaurav Bajaj
Yeah,
in my list as well. Sunny Sohal is there. I'll put him in my list.
yeah,
Um, and then after that, it's really hard to pick. Um, uh, the consistency is really important.
yeah,
And I haven't really seen. I mean, there are really good players in our
yeah.
league we do have, but consistency hasn't really been there. So I'm not really too sure about the other two because I think that's why I got stuck even in the all time as well. I know there's some good players,
Yeah.
but that's one of the things if you look at it in WCL, batting is it's a struggle. Yeah.
There's a big gap after the top three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously, I mean, these are the guys who come up with these big scores, and
Yeah.
then once in a while there's like another guy who's scoring big, but the consistency is missing.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Agree.
back in the day when Virginia and other teams, Tigers were there were some batsmen who would do that consistently, but not right now.
Yep.
So let's say now top five all rounders. You could pick yourself too. Top five all rounders.
Okay. Top five all rounds. Nasir Islam. I think Ravi Teja, Gaurav Bajaj, myself, and I'll pick Ooh, I'll play Valid Karimullah in there as well. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I was wondering. I was wondering. Yep.
yeah.
So, which team did you like the most in your career? Like you played for so many teams. Like
Yes.
one team which you think has like really good, team ethics, team camaraderie, everything. Like and you enjoy playing with them.
There's really two teams that come to my mind. Bengals and Boyds.
Mm-hmm.
I think the amount of support that I got, and what I learned over the years with the both of the clubs, it was, I think that really helped me in my early days in WCL. I'll probably put Bengals and Boys sort of together because both the teams had really good players at the time when I was representing them, and I learned a lot. I was just getting into the cricket, the mode where I want to play a lot and practice a lot and stuff. But those two teams, I would definitely, keep that on top of my head that hey, those were where I had crazy amount of support from Anubai, and then in boys, Manish Loda and Zain Ahmed. Those
Yeah.
guys just supported me fully. They kind of really gave me the full freedom to do what I wanted to do, and appreciated those guys over the years. And yeah,
Okay, that's good. Um, let's just move a little bit into your domain of playing for US, right? So, how did that happen? I know you guys play a lot of regionals, the Atlantic regional and stuff. So, how did this US chance come through?
yeah. Well, it was a struggle, first of all, big struggle when I started thinking about that I wanted to play, and then at the same time I knew I was doing well in WCL. It took me 3 years to make my regional team. I had the stats and a good batting average, 45 between 45 and 50 batting average every 3 years in a row. If you go back,
Hmm.
look at those 3 years, and those 3 years I did not make the regional team. Maybe my third year I did. I would never get to the tryouts. There was so much going on at that time, and a lot of politics and stuff. But when and then there was so the year of 2012 when everything kind of broke loose for me. That was the year. That was my other year when I just did so well in the league. I got invited to the tryouts. And my name was sent. I did really well there. I impressed the selectors for the regional only team. Then represented the Atlantic region. We did really well there, and it was a strong team. And Imran Bhai, Nasir, Junaid Rashid, a lot of guys playing from here and then New Jersey. And then did really well in again national tournament. And then when I did really well there, then I got invited to the camp. And in the camp, I remember I had a really good bowling performance. So
Hmm.
and I had a good support as well from Dawood Ahmed, Dobai, and then that was the year when I debuted for the USA team. It
How
was
many
not easy. Sorry.
how many years do you play for US, Adil?
So 12, 13, 14, 15, and then in the 2018. So
Okay.
yeah, a couple of years, but about 7 tours for USA team, 7 to 8, I believe. Yeah.
What was your I know you were in and out, but what was your best performance for USL? You think which game?
Division 3 in Malaysia. That was a good trip for me. I feel like I had a good performances there, good in a couple of games. Um, so that was a good trip for me. But the most that I really enjoyed, that was a different trip. And that was in 2015 in Ireland. Uh,
Hmm.
just amazing bowling wise, just fielding wise, and the whole team chemistry. That was the best.
Yeah.
I feel like we had the best, one of the best teams at that time. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So I know, things happened and then you got out of the US team. So, I mean, nobody likes to be like dropped from the team. So, what was your
Yeah.
initial reaction? How were you? How did you cope with it?
I was disappointed, obviously, because I felt like as an all-rounder, I had so much to offer, and especially being one of the fittest guy in the team at that level. I mean, competing with those guys, I was still one of the best, and still is one of the best.
Yeah,
And I was just disappointed, but I knew I had to work hard. I took the opportunities, like anytime when I knew that in the tournaments that was playing in, those were the opportunities for me to showcase myself, to show my performance, and that's how I did. That's how I, by the way, made my recent comeback as well. I attended the USA Open. I did really well there, and I believe the selectors, they saw it, and then they gave me an opportunity to come back.
yeah,
So I used those opportunities anytime. Obviously the league, I took it really seriously, and the tournaments as well. I know those were. This is how sort of the unofficial process was. You want, wherever you're playing cricket, you kind of had to showcase yourself well and do well with your batting and
yeah,
bowling performance. Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know I mean, comeback is always on the card.
yeah.
But what do you think, from your perspective? You're right now at what, 35? What do you genuinely think is the chances of coming back to the US team from your perspective?
I think because there are a lot of changes that are happening. Minor league is supposed to be starting, and then major league
Yeah,
also soon after that. And those are opportunity for anybody who's going to do well there. And has an opportunity to really get invited to the camp. And I feel like I still have that opportunity open. I
yeah.
just need to I just need to play well, perform well, and stay fit. And if I can do that, and they called me up, I'll definitely be very interested and look forward to it.
Okay, great, great. That's a good answer. So, move from there, right? The US phase. After that, there was, you came back into WCL and started performing there. And then
Yeah.
there was a stage when you started moving into working with the younger lot, the younger generation, right? So you're currently the coach for the Maryland under 16, is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
So how did that transition happen? Where do you see yourself as like a coach? That role.
Yeah. So I remember I enjoyed. So I was welcome when I was training in WCL. What I used to do was I used to go play with different teams. Kensington. I was playing with Bengals at the time. I would practice with Kensington. I would practice with Dallas guys. I would practice with even other guys. So my relationship was really well with other teams and other players. And that's sort of the opportunity over the years. I just I thought about it. I'm like, I wanted to create for these other guys as well. And then I obviously I learned a lot, practicing and playing with these guys, with different players, right, different teams. And 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 I learned so much from these guys. So I wanted to make sure that I give back as well. And I know we have quite a few seniors in our area that they can also get back as well. So, but I wanted to be the one of the guys who, because I feel like I've represented the USA cricket at this point quite a lot. I experienced a lot now playing with different conditions. So I feel like I have enough to give back. And in terms of fitness, I have so much to give back. I mean, I love it. Um, you know, um, so I just and I remember I volunteer. My first volunteer was for the WCL Youth, um, and I did that and I enjoyed it. I was like, you know what, maybe I can see myself doing this, or years later. Then down the road, just kept doing it. Wherever opportunity came, I took it. And then a few years back, Maryland U16, they approached me and asked me to coach, and I did that. I'm still doing that. And there's another team under 14, and then I do a lot of individual one-on-one coaching. So I've been doing that for over the year. But the plan and goal is, which I have set for myself, that I want to coach the USA under 19 team. And I was very much actually this close to applying for the job actually this time around. But in terms of certification, I'm just missing a few certifications, which I'm gonna get before I do that. But I think I have tons and tons of experience now working with the really really talented young guys in our area, and even some of the adults as well, who had gone through some of my coaching. So, but that's the plan. I hope it
Yeah.
works out. I feel like I have a lot to offer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the younger lot, they're really, really good talent coming out. You're working with a lot of those kids.
Yeah.
So, let's just quickly ask you about, um, tell us about the top five kids, or even let's say top three kids you think are like under 15, 14, that area, who's going to be like really coming into the scene in the next few years.
So a couple of kids that I've come across. I mean, Ritvik is it's still a kid.
Yeah,
Okay, that guy, that boy is full of talent.
yeah,
Ritvik is one, and then there is Shoaib Sayed.
mm-hmm,
Um, he's also another good batsman, and still I think 17, maybe 18. He is. Um, and then there are a couple other two kids that I'm working with. One is Aryan Patel,
yeah,
under 15. This boy can bowl. He's fast. Um, then there's another kid, Dave Patel.
yeah,
He's also very good, talented, under 15. Yeah, those are just a couple of guys that I work with, and I'm sure
yeah,
there's quite a few more too as well. But we have a good youth coming up. Yeah.
yeah. That's really nice. Yeah, good. Okay, so from here we just quickly move into a kind of a rapid fire kind of round, right?
Okay.
So I'll ask you, um, probably give you like two options, and then
Okay.
you have to like pick, and then answers have to be really quick.
Okay.
No, no, nothing diplomatic, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. What food like what food are they likes to eat?
Um. Uh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I mean, I love. Are we talking about fast food or like something at home
Anything,
or
anything. Just
anything?
food.
Okay. Food wise, I mean, one of my favorite dishes is okra, vegetable
Okay,
dish. I really like that. It's really I can have it at any time of day.
okay. Food are they loves to cook.
Cook eggs, whether it's omelet or fry yeah, eggs.
Okay. Hard ball or the hot tennis ball?
Horrible, horrible for sure.
Okay. All right. Um, Hawks or Patriots?
Hawks or Patriots? Patriots.
Okay. Um, Pull shot or the paddle sweep?
Pull.
Pull.
Yeah.
Um, Playing 40 overs or T20?
T20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bengals or Boyds?
Oh, Boyd's.
Okay. Um, Anurag or Manish Bhai?
Oh my God. Manish bhai.
Okay. Imran or Nasir, the better player?
The better player. Oh my gosh. I'll go with Imran. Imran bhai.
Imran. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Gaurav Bajaj or Ravi Teja, better all rounder?
Oof. Um, Gaurav.
Gaurav Bajaj. Okay. Um, Ritvik or Aryan Patel?
Ritvik.
Okay. Good. Um, Movies or cricket?
Cricket.
Family or cricket?
Family. For sure. As much as I love cricket,
Sorry?
family. As much as I love cricket, family. Family,
Okay.
hands
Good.
down.
What favorite all time movie?
Favorite all time movie. Mohabbatein. Way
Okay.
back.
Okay. Favorite all time actress?
Actress. What's her name? Man? Ashuria. Ashuria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know why you say more with it.
Yeah. 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 There
Okay.
you go.
All right. So now I'm gonna tell you a name,
Okay.
and you gotta tell me what comes to your mind when you hear about this name.
Okay.
Just one small sentence. Nothing. No description. Nothing. Just all right.
Okay.
Imran Awan,
Fast bowler. Fast bowler.
Nasir Islam,
Experience.
Walid Karimullah.
Upcoming talent.
Gaurav Bajaj.
Gorbachev. Classy player. It's good to watch him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anurag.
Nobody. Very nice. Very nice guy.
You thought about it. Okay. Roshan Bhai.
Roshan Bhai. Oh man, Mr. I really enjoy this guy so much. I love his company, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Um. Um. Daud Bhai.
though by big time supporter. Yeah, big time supporter. He's done a lot for me. Yep.
Jesse Singh.
Jesse Singh, good friend, a really good friend, and fast bowler. Yes.
Stephen Taylor.
Steven Taylor, good left hand player.
Okay. Babar Azam.
Babar Azam. Oh man. Uh, I mean, it's hard not to watch his batting, man. I mean, anytime his highlights comes, I just want to like tune in and just watch it. He makes it look so easy.
Virat Kohli.
Oh man, world class. I mean, I think fitness wise, batting wise, just the oh man, I think yeah, that's one of the top players in the world. Yeah,
Shoaib Ahmed.
Shoaib Ahmed though. Shoaib Ahmed. Oh man, Shoaib. What? Shoaib Bhai, I mean, he also supported me a lot, and I know, and he's done a lot for this area, for the cricketers in this area.
Okay. And finally, Bashir Aslam.
Oh my gosh, man, that guy, he's like a brother, man.
Yeah.
He's a family. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. We all miss him, right? Yeah.
yeah,
He's a great guy.
definitely.
Okay. So, couple of questions, right? So,
Okay,
came from your friends, and you could say folks who played with you.
okay, I'm interested
Yeah.
and
So does
curious.
does Adil sledge?
I'm sorry, what?
Does Adil sledge?
Sledge. Yes, but I'm very smart about it when how I do it.
They wanted
Um,
to know. They wanted to know one of the recent games you sledged.
yes. I was really pissed off because we dropped him on my bowling, and then after that, obviously he scored 70, and then I finally got him out again. So yeah, but I'm very smart, and this is how I was telling one of the other players that this is how I also kind of test other players to see how patient they are. But I'll say small or something. I don't go too crazy.
Okay. Um, Adil plays a selfish game. Ask him to explain.
Oh, selfish. I think if you kind of look at it, if you in terms of your batting, first of all, I think you have to play a selfish game. You have to stick around. You have to find ways. Sometimes it may look selfish to other guys from outside, but sometimes it could be struggling, and you might be having a hard time. But my whole planning is to work my way into my batting, and then kind of then find the opportunities where I can put the bad ones away, and then start to accelerate. But I wouldn't really say it's selfish. I would say that just I do like to. I don't really take a lot of time, and if I think the people that know me, they know that I play aggressive too. And if I think that selfish player wouldn't really be playing that aggressive, it would be just still kind of, you know, playing a lot of dog balls and all that stuff. I mean, you can see the my recent hundred that
Yeah.
I scored. I would say selfish. I would say very smart. Just because I think over the time you learn this that hey, you can't just go start hitting everybody. You have to kind of respect the bowlers, as you have to respect the good balls as well. And so you kind of have to approach it that way. It may look a little different to somebody outside that hey, why isn't he playing aggressive? Da, da, da. But it's really not selfish. I wouldn't say.
You're gonna keep guessing who asked the question, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone else says Adil actually promotes himself ahead of at the expense of others.
That's strange. Okay. So here's something, okay, which I've been doing from the day one. Okay, this is where my friends, close friends, and even they used to make fun of me. So when I was trying out for the USA team and then go and then for the regional team, I would not get past again. Again, I told you, like a couple of years, I didn't even get selected to the um, to the regional team. And then from there on, I made up my mind. I said, I'm screw everything. I'm gonna put my stats on Facebook every time. I'm gonna get the word out. I'm gonna let people know that there's somebody out there playing. He's playing so much cricket, and he's one of the best players in the country. And I did that, and I still
Yeah,
continue to do that. And I tell some kids, some of the upcoming as well players as well, so that hey, when when it's not so simple and easy, and then the process not it's a little bit complicated, you gotta look after yourself. You gotta find whatever ways you can to get the word out there. Okay. And if you're really really hungry to play at a higher level, you gotta do whatever you can. Okay. So I
yeah,
did that. I still do that, and I nowadays I do it to really motivate actually the players. Okay. It's not so much what am I trying to really get out at this
yeah,
point. But I'm trying to really motivate some of the guys that are here that hey, it takes a lot. It just not just you can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna score runs and let the league promote me, or let somebody else promote me. Who's doing that? But nobody's doing that. Okay, nobody's
yeah,
even look who we just had the tryouts for the USA camp.
yeah,
Nobody knew about Gaurav. Okay,
yeah,
nobody knew some of the other guys who were performing well. How are you gonna do that? You have to find a way to get the word out. Yes, one would be play as many cricket as you can abroad, outside, and all that. But you gotta put
yeah.
how will they come across your stats. They're not gonna
That's right.
know. So
Yeah,
it's not so much of that, and then also you have to also be smart that there are opportunities. If and this is how I got my word across. This is how people from Michigan, Florida, LA, Houston, New York, New Jersey. This is how they reach out to me because they see that I'm doing well and they want to be like, hey, I'll come play for our team. I'm like, yeah, sure. How would they know anything about me, where I'm playing, who am I, and all that stuff? So you gotta
yeah,
promote. You gotta take that step. If you're hungry, if you want to do that, and that's when I decided that hey, I'm gonna be the guy who's gonna travel and who's gonna go play cricket. Okay,
yeah,
and I took that and took that. I remember even let me tell you this one time. I literally wrote an email. I was so frustrated. I wrote an email to the CEO of the USA Cricket when it was Usaka, and I posted on the WCL that hey, I did this because I was just so fed up. I'm like every year, what's going on? And
yeah,
if somebody knows me, they you know I'm very genuine as far in terms of cricket and all that. I'm not really I really don't understand all this whole politics and all that stuff. So right, so I did that. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. It may not work out. I'm not sure if the guy even read the email or not, but I told him I sent my stats in and I took that step. And yes, there were people who were making fun in the league. Okay, they were making fun of me. Oh, he did this. What blah? Who does he think he is? No, I took that. Okay, and look what I was able to accomplish over the years. I kept
yeah,
doing it. I was so persistent at this. I kept pushing. I kept pushing. And it goes to show that I was able to represent the USA for so many years. And it's yes, I could have done so much better at that level too, but it just there's another story, the side of the that people don't know how things kind of play out even. But I think
yeah,
you have to make that decision that hey, if you're gonna push everything into this, you're gonna have to take every step. And if you're really eager and interested in playing in LA, Houston, Florida, how are these people gonna know who you are? You gotta
yeah.
you gotta find a way to get yourself out there.
So actually, you actually answered one more question while you did that, right? Somebody said other like social media attention. So
Yes, it's not. I mean, I remember again. I'm saying I made up my mind back then that hey, if nobody else is gonna do it for me, I'm gonna do it for myself.
yeah,
And I don't care. I don't care what you think, or I don't care what he thinks, or anybody thinks. I'm gonna
mm,
stand for myself, and I did that, and
yeah,
and and it paid off for me. And now it's time to get back, and that's what I'm trying to do at this point, just to get back as much as I can to from what I have gained. And I think that's something is missing in this area for our upcoming players.
So from that, we'll just ask you one more question. One more
Sure.
friend. said Adil cheats in pool.
No, I don't cheat in pool. I hate cheating. By the way, I don't cheat. I have friends that I play cards with at times, and they cheat. And trust me, it doesn't suit well with me. I hate cheating. It doesn't matter what it is. But no, I don't cheat in pool. It just I think whoever said that question, he's been losing to me too many times. So he's not too happy.
All right, that's good. That's good, Adil. So that's that. So um, two questions are remaining, right? So one is I'm going to ask you, and the current um, um, WCL GCL trophy. Give us top three contenders.
Okay, top two
Top
teams.
three.
Commerce, the team that I'm representing, definitely Virginia Tigers, very strong squad, and uh, and the other team I think will have a really good opportunity as well is the 22 yards. They're also looking good. I mean, there are quite a few other teams as well that are doing well, but I think these top three teams will be very. I think we will see them in the playoffs, and then yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then finally, one question. It's more like everybody wants to know. 35 with
Yes.
family, with kids. Attention to the kids.
Yeah.
Is Adil even thinking about putting his boots up?
But uh, I think a lot of people don't know the family side of because I
Yeah,
don't share that. I and
yeah,
people who follow me on social media, and it's very just all about cricket
right,
and
right.
training and whatnot. But the family side is I spend a lot of time with my family. I have a daughter who's 3 years old,
Yeah,
I'm enjoying the dad's role. Um, and I feel like you know I'm still fit enough. I am still able to do what I'm still able to bowl the fast. I'm still able to play well. And as long as I'm doing that, I'm gonna keep pushing for to play good cricket. I don't enjoy the bad cricket, honestly. When the level drops, my performance also kind of sort of drops as well, and I know I'm
yeah,
not enjoying it. But to play
yeah.
good cricket, I'm always hungry for that, and to play with some really good players. As long as I'm fit, I'm gonna keep pushing. But I think as soon as I know that I'm not really good. I'm gonna stop. So uh, yeah, but I think. Sorry, go ahead.
How many games have you played max in a day?
Three. Can you believe that?
Oh, that's it.
Three in
That's
a
it.
day. Yeah. Oh,
I'm I'm
yeah.
surprised.
Morning, afternoon, and at night. Yeah, three. I don't.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
surprised.
but
I
I
thought you.
think. But the most that I play in 2 days, I think maybe 5 to 6.
Okay,
So
2 days,
on
five
a
to six.
weekend, yeah, on a weekend, Saturday, Sunday, five for sure. Six might I think I might have played six. I'm not too sure, but I probably might have played six.
Does, do the legs respond after 2 days of six
Oh
days of
man,
cricket?
I seriously I was quite good. Yeah, no issues, no issues. I think
Okay.
that's one of the reasons it goes to show that if you really look out for yourself, and stretching and recovering, I mean that is really a big thing for me nowadays, and even in the past year as well. That I did that, and I'm continuing that. And it helps before you pull a hamstring or growing injury or something. Yeah, it helps.
Okay. So the last question, right? I mean,
Okay,
nothing after this. I want you to describe Adil in 5 words.
hardworking, honest, patient. I have a lot of patience. I've learned to have a lot of patience. Passionate, um, and very caring.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, that sums it up.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Good. Great, Adil. It was really great talking to you, Adil. Some people might not even know, some of the information you've given us, like, back from your days when you were not in US and stuff. And then,
Yeah.
you know, to your recent days as to how you feel now about some of the stuff being asked, and that's all good. So really, this interview was all about you.
Great.
Didn't want to really deviate into other topics. I had other questions like how do you feel about WCL, but I really wanted to
Yeah.
focus on you,
Okay.
just to get you out there. So it was really great talking to you, Adil. And thank you for taking the time. I know it's pretty late in the night. Your daughter might be like, waiting for stuff, but really thanks for taking time. And
Sure.
then really enjoyed talking to you. And
Yeah. My
it's a great to associate with you
my
with
pleasure.
with
My
with
pleasure.
our brand.
Yes, yes. Thank you for taking the time and doing this as well. Yes, it's obviously great to be part of 3B Sports, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving my bats. By the way, thanks.
Yeah. The big ton. Yeah, keep them
Oh
coming.
man, oh my God, there were some big ones. Okay, from that bat.
Did somebody even record that? No.
There was a video. Yeah, they did, but obviously it didn't really capture everything. Just a
Uh,
few clips. Few clips. Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm
Good.
loving the gears, man. Thank you for giving me this some of the best stuff. All right.
Awesome. Yeah. Anytime, man. All right. Stay
A-
safe. Yep.
And before you go, and obviously we're definitely looking forward to the new new opportunities that are coming up with you. Okay, so I hope everybody stay
Yeah.
tuned to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
very exciting. Very
We'll
excited.
announce in a week or so. Yep.
Okay, awesome.
All right, buddy. You
Take care.
take
All right.
care, stay safe,
All right.
and keep the family safe.
All right, man. Thanks. You too.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.